In case you were wondering what's going on in the Rural Gardens, we're out here in our garden area and we're building some raised beds for our garden this coming year. We're so excited to now have a place here in Hendersonville where we can plant things in the ground, grow some veggies, grow some maples, and just enjoy our life here in Hendersonville, North Carolina. We love it. Welcome everyone to our channel today. Here we are in the Rural Gardens. Today we've got a special video because we're starting a new project here at the house. Of course, I've got hundreds of Japanese maples planted everywhere, but we reserved a section here for our garden. And I know my wife is very excited about this. We finally went and bought some material today to start building some raised beds.
Yep.
And we're really excited about the opportunity to have the space again for gardening and planting maples and all sorts of fun out in the yard.
Yep.
And that's kind of part of what our channel will be also. Not only do we do mountain adventures and waterfalls and all that, but we also do home gardening and just a cool way to share our life with everybody on the channel. So.
Yeah, so I'm really excited. This is a project I have been looking forward to for quite some time. Back home in Oklahoma, we had quite a bit bigger yard. So I had enough space for, I don't know, 4 to 6 raised garden beds, I think is what I started out with. And then the last year that I attempted gardening, we'd actually tilled, but that didn't work out as well as I had hoped. So when we purchased this place, I was super thrilled to see this fenced off area that was already designated for gardening. The previous owners had definitely tilled the area, but we're just gonna go with raised garden beds. We are new to gardening in North Carolina, so it's gonna take some, lessons learned to figure out the best ways to go about picking which vegetables and fruits and blah, blah, blah. So anyway, this dimension area is roughly 32 feet by 16 feet. So
nice garden size.
It is a pretty good size.
Just right off the bat, I think we're going to be able to do a lot of different things in there. And one of the things I always think about with gardening is grow what you like to eat.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, I'm notorious at going too far. So this year I'm hoping I can rein myself in and only pick, maybe 4 to 6 different things that I know we would really enjoy, and kind of master those here in North Carolina. Mm-hmm. And then as the years progress, we'll kind of incorporate different things. I definitely want to have some a strawberry bed, some blueberries. I was really hoping this back corner outside of the fence could have been utilized for a couple of fruit trees, but I think some maples have
taken over that little spot.
Over that area.
But I have not encroached upon the garden
and I have a
area.
Good 5 foot outside if I decide to add some maybe boxes on the outside for additional things like herbs and things like that. But anyway, so let's go in and let's show you what we're thinking about doing. All right, so I just kind of want to give you a little bit of a dynamic of how long this little bed area is. So I am standing at the entrance, the little gate entrance here, and Brian is standing about a foot in from the fence in the back. So it's a pretty good width of space here. So what we're planning on doing is along this wall here, the privacy fence, I'm going to have 2 12 by 4 beds here. And then along the outer fence, we're going to do 4 4 by 4 beds. So that is the plan for today. We're going to get these built And then, as we said, this is just the first step of the project. Hopefully next weekend we'll get them all filled. Again, this is new for North Carolina, so I might be getting a little bit of a late start, but there's still plenty of time in the season to grow things. So I'm not too concerned about the timing of when we're starting. Next year I can focus on starting seeds and all that good stuff. But for now, we are just going to focus on these projects to get these beds built, and I'm super excited, and I'm excited Brian is willing to help me with it.
Yes.
This is definitely my project.
So I'll be running the drill today, putting in the screws, and
I'll just hold them in place, I guess.
we'll be excited to get this going. So we'll jump in here and start getting the project started. All right, so we're working on these 4x12 beds, and we saved a little bit of money by buying the longer length and then having the guys at Lowe's cut them up for us. So kind of a little tip, you can have Lowe's cut them up for you, save you some time, save you some labor and some money. So a great way to kind of make the project as easy as possible. I've always lived by the saying, work smarter, not harder. So just wanted to share that tip with you guys.
Yeah, we bought 10 2x12x8s and had those cut in half for our ends on the long beds and for our 4x4 beds. And then we bought the 2x12x12s for these long beds.
All right, we're gonna keep going. We got another 4x4 raised bed to make.
Yep.
We're gonna try to get this knocked out so we can
Enjoy the rest of our
enjoy the rest of the day. All right, guys, so our raised bed project is completed today. This
Step
portion
one.
of it. Step one. We've got all the wood together, laid out in the way we think it's going to fit this bed perfectly. I think it turned out awesome.
Yeah,
I think the spacing turned out great. I think the 4-foot width on the beds is plenty wide, but not too wide where you can reach in and deal with the vegetables that you're growing.
Exactly, and we have plenty of space to where we left enough room that I can actually walk all the way around each bed, which will just give me that much more clearance whenever I am planting and weeding and harvesting and all that good stuff. So
yeah, we're really excited about this. This is going to be so much fun to grow some of our own food out here in our backyard. And I think, you know, we wanted to just kind of share this process. Like I said, we're not like big gardeners. Like we're not experienced. It's going to be
a learning process.
Gardeners, but I think this is a learning experience for us, and we can share it with you guys. So I think that's kind of cool.
And it just goes along with our North Carolina living. You know, I mean, we don't have the ability to go on, you know, grand adventures every single weekend. So it's nice to have the little projects at home that kind of keep you close.
Right, and you know, some days it's like 20 degrees with like 60-mile-an-hour winds and snowing in the mountains and the parkway's closed, and it's like, so that's when you just wait for a nice warm weekend to stay at home and enjoy the backyard.
Exactly.
But we have a lot to come with this garden. and also the maple garden as well. So as spring gets into full swing, there's going to be a lot more garden content.
Absolutely.
In the backyard, a lot more projects, a lot more progress that you'll see as we go along each step. I know you've got big plans for this garden.
I do.
I've got big plans for my garden, and we're going to help each other on both projects. So
Exactly.
we really appreciate you guys tuning in. You know, if you enjoy our content, like our channel, subscribe. We put out videos not every single weekend, but we try to
At least
hit
once a week, once every 2 weeks.
right. We try to get out there as much as we can.
Life does get in the way
Life
sometimes.
gets in the way, and sometimes it's not just about the video. So we enjoy just our time out. So
Exactly.
but today we wanted to get this on camera just to kind of log what we're doing and share it with you guys. So what do you think?
I think I can't wait for the next step of this project. I want next weekend to hurry up and be here. But yeah, so I'm just excited to continue on with the entire yard. I mean, if I know my husband, I know he has extremely big plans for the space we have, and it's going to turn into a beautiful oasis. And it's going to be a project that does take time.
Yeah.
But we have our whole life here in our new home in North Carolina, and just feel blessed that we have the ability to do it, that we have the health to be able to do it, and that God placed us in probably one of the most beautiful parts of the U.S. that I've ever been. So
Absolutely.
anyway, I'm
Anyways,
mumbling.
Stay tuned. We have more to come. We'll share some more videos as soon as we get to the next step.
Yep.
And get back out here in the garden. We really appreciate you guys watching.
And until next time.
God bless.